Hi everyone, this is Ehab. This video is the second video of my coverage of the M365 Community Conference by Microsoft. As I've mentioned before, the updates were mind-blowing. We talked about SharePoint, but we're not leaving MS Teams out. In this video, I'll talk about everything new that's coming into MS Teams. Let's start with a big one. Right? Let's start with the one that every user asks IT people, ask management, ask their partners. Can we get rid of the general channel, please? Microsoft listened, and now you can't delete it fully, which is fine. You can hide the general channel from your team. I would say this is one of the top requirements that we hear from MS Teams users. However, this update is now available on the desktop application, the browser, but hasn't arrived yet to the mobile phone app. As I'm recording this, by the time you see this video, that might have been changed. Who knows? Now, for Copilot within MS Teams, there are new enhancements that have been added, which is what they refer to as the interrogation, more conversational ways to talk to your Copilot so you can interrogate the responses further. So for example, highlight for me the requirements that the so-and-so person discussed in relation to that particular point within the conversation. Let's say you get a list, and then you could conversate more with Copilot. Or for point 2, did anyone else mention this? Did anyone else have any ideas or concerns around this? So you can interrogate Copilot to enhance the conversation and get more answers out of that video meeting or session that you had with your client. There are new updates all over the application, really. One of the updates now that Microsoft give you set of interesting and funny pictures for you to add it to your group chat. You probably have seen the way they look now with a bit of a preview of people within that chat. Now you could give it more of a logo, let's say, or a profile picture to that chat so you can visually sort it through it as well. And I think there will be a lot of interesting uses for that particular feature within companies. There is a video streaming, video equipment company that partnered with Microsoft called Hadley. And what they've done, I think this point is quite interesting. What they've done is producing a set of cameras that have AI-driven director-like experience across these different cameras within meetings. So if you have a hybrid meeting, let's say, using MS Teams, and then you have people online, etc., but you also have people sitting in a conference room, and let's say you have 5-6 people sitting in different sides, you could position these different cameras, connect them to your MS Teams experience. And what this platform's AI is going to do is going to recognize when it's a good spot, when it's a good time to switch that camera from this group into the next. Maybe someone has made a move, they want to ask a question, they made a reaction, clapped, talked, etc. I think that's really cool, especially when you want to give a professional impression to the other side. Could be your client or someone that you pitch in for. And as you know, first impression counts and lasts forever. It adds that layer of well-polished professional video experience. I haven't tried this equipment, haven't seen it in person, but I think that would be something interesting to experiment and see how that looks like. AI features are also impacting the attachment feature. So the way you attach files, you used to, you probably see recent documents, go to your, local machine, etc. Now, the attachment is also going to be contextual. So if we are within a team about a particular project, about a particular client within that chat, when we attach, we're also going to see a preview of documents that are relevant to the chat, relevant to the conversation, relevant to what we are talking about, to save us time and give us more visibility on what we already have. This is really cool, practical add-on. I really like it. And to my clients, you're not going to listen to Rosie much anymore because of the new voice isolation feature. MS Teams already have good voice cancelling features, but now we have AI in the play with the voice isolation feature. The closest thing to it that I use is through Adobe Podcast. So if you've recorded something, let's say I'm recording here, and then I have workers working in the back, or a dog barking. So my clients will not hear Rosie bark anymore when the mailman comes because of such feature. What that does, it tracks the audio of the speakers and gets rid of anything else that may impact the quality of the call, but utilizing AI, which means the quality will be much more improved. Now also we have an addition to the team creation experience where you kind of had a quick pop-up, create a team without looking through the templates and the options that you would potentially really need to see. I understand where Microsoft are coming from, looking to simplify the process, but for people who deal with the clients and deal with the user, simplifying scares us. So with that saying, sprawl control, templating, permissioning, who can create a team, who can't, that always should be in place. So even with such features, if you've done your homework and you've structured your environment right, you wouldn't need to worry about sprawl. But again, that's another thing to think about. These are some of the updates in MS Teams. I'm almost 10 minutes in. I can't cover everything, but I'll leave the link for you so you can see everything else that's been announced. Thank you for watching this video. See you next time. Take care for now.